Hey, everybody. How's it going? So, I was originally going to put a video up this week, and a lot of things have kind of come up to the point to where I've said no to putting that video up because, quite frankly, I just didn't think it was good enough. And I know I've used excuses like that before, and I'm not becoming like a weird, judgmental person on myself or something. It just I wasn't feeling it. It wasn't that good of a video. I really should have backup videos anyway. Next week everything will be returning back to normal, so I should clarify that just right now in case you don't want to sit through all this bullshit. So if you didn't notice, the week before the Ultra Street Fighter 4 video went up, there was no video there either, and I guess maybe now I should actually explain. I have been having a large variety of RPGs slowly stack up in not a humongous pile, but a fairly big pile over the last 4, 5, maybe 6 years. Because between school and various jobs and social life and everything, I've had to kind of put that aside because I didn't really feel like I had the time for them. Well, about 3 weeks ago, I finally decided to tell myself fuck that, and I decided to start digging into Dark Souls because I was really interested in taking a look at it. You know? Well, that kind of came with two actual problems, and the fact that, one, it actually sort of proved my theory about me not really having time for them, because when I run into a game that's amazing, let alone an RPG, I put myself so thoroughly in it. And the only problem is, Dark Souls is really long and really deep. Like, fuck. Like even right now, I'm making this video, and all I can think about is Dark Souls. Well, that and some personal stuff. I'm not gonna talk about that. Anyway. So there's all that. Well, on the week that I put the Ultra Street Fighter 4 video up, actually I think the day I put that up, so, I'm playing on the PC version, and all I really did was just download it right away, and just started playing. There was that weird Games for Windows Live thing, but I know literally nothing about Games for Windows Live, because like any other logical thinking person with a computer, I avoided that shit like the plague. Only problem is, one day, well, since I never registered any of it, and the Games for Windows Live wasn't actually up to date or anything, it was just always assuming I was playing offline. And I was like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. Yeah, I was actually kind of interested in checking out the offline of the game anyway, because I was kind of curious to see how much of a different experience it would really be. But one day, I found out the fairly simple steps to updating the Games for Windows Live, so that way I could have online functionality back. Which is cool. I was like, yeah, why not? Why don't we do that? Turns out that was probably the single worst idea I could have ever had, because lo and behold, I was not aware at all that once you update Games for Windows Live, it won't even remotely acknowledge an offline save of any kind, because it doesn't trust it. Why would it trust it? And that was... my game clock was at about 40 hours at that point. Stretched over 3 weeks. And I was literally just trucking in like 1 to 3 hours every single day. I was so mad. But, you know, I didn't let it stop me. Even that day, no matter how angry I was, I spent an hour. I flew through the Taurus Demon again and got myself the Drake Sword just so I could, like, guarantee a fairly quick setup for flying through the depths, or at least to the depths. And then from there, I just was going to make a Dark Souls video today and apologize for a late video. But I said no to it. This game is already so loved by so many people. Who am I to make a video on it? Well, okay. Who am I to make something that hasn't already been said like infinity million times? Like, that's just, I don't know. This is really kind of one of those games that's like it sounds a little big to say it's a life-changing experience or something, but it's giving me a feeling I haven't had since I was playing like my favorite game of all time the first time, which is Mega Man X, and it's kind of interesting to have that feeling come back, you know? And don't get me wrong, I am planning to make kind of a video on Dark Souls at some point fairly soon. I'm within like pissing distance of where I was. I'm about at the Bed of Chaos, and I had just beaten the Bed of Chaos and the Painted World when I lost my save last time, so but the only thing is, I don't really know how funny it's going to be, or even what it's going to be perfectly honest. Either way, I just wanted to say, you know, give an actual explanation, because I just didn't like the idea of going 2 weeks either consecutively or inconsecutively without putting out a video or at least an explanation. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.